Handy Hudsonite here. Google search is something that we use every day, multiple times a day, to find the important things that we need for work or for life. And I'm going to show you how to search on Google in ways that are extremely powerful and efficient. This is part one of a series that I'm going to be doing on Google search. And be sure to stick around because I'm going to show you also some cool tricks on Google that you can do that are Easter eggs that Google developers have built in. And I'm going to get into this right now. Most of us search with very broad terms, which is fine. We're in a hurry. We're trying to find what we need. But I'm going to show you some more specific operatives that will take your search to the next level. And as you learn how to use these commands, your search will actually become more efficient and you'll be able to find exact things that you're looking for more quickly. So let's get started by using an example from Tesla. We'll just type in Tesla and you'll see the broad results that come up. Tesla, as we know, is the electric car that Elon Musk invented. So let's say we want to learn a little bit about where the name Tesla came from Nikola, who was the guy that it was named after. So actually, let's write it in this way. Nikola Tesla, that was his name. And we will find that we will learn more about who he is related to just the car. And that will bring up information about him, which is all and great. We know how to do that. But let's say we want to search out some terms related to just the word Tesla, but we want to search out a specific phrase, AC DC. Now this is going to bring us a broad result of the AC/DC term related to Tesla, related to just currents in general. A lot of different results related to that. So let's force an exact match. And what we want to do is we want to use quotes around these terms. So Tesla quote, AC/DC quote. Now what this is going to do, it's going to force an exact match search. So this requires Google to match the specific full phrase with all the terms and in the order specified. So we will see a more fine-tuned result related to AC/DC, content that has that AC/DC in it, with the related term of Tesla. Let's say we wanted to find results a little bit more specifically related to two terms. Let's say we wanted to look up things related to Tesla or Edison. You can also use the pipe symbol here, but if you don't want to type in or, you can use the pipe symbol as well if you're comfortable using that. And this will bring us broad results related to those two terms that we put in, Tesla and Edison, that would have otherwise gone unnoticed. And that is just a really cool way to search for those two specific terms. Okay, so another operative that we can use is what's called group terms with parentheses. So we're going to say Tesla or Edison alternating current. We're going to actually just use that. So what exactly is happening here is we are including we're using the parentheses to group Tesla or Edison, and then are adding alternating current as an AND condition. So requiring all three terms might seem unnecessarily restrictive, but by using both ands and ors in the same search, we're giving Google a bit more flexibility. Since you probably don't want to memorize the precedence of all Google search operatives, you want to use parentheses whenever you are in doubt. Okay, so that's going to force these statements, therefore giving you a lot more control over what's being returned in the search. Okay, let's say we want to exclude specific terms in our search. So again, going back to Tesla, and let's say we want to exclude the term motors from what we're searching. So this is going to return everything that doesn't have the word motors in it. And that will bring back results that we might be interested in that doesn't have that, related to possibly the brand or things related to Elon Musk. Okay, let's say we wanted to not include more terms like car and battery. It's going to return even more specific results that don't have those terms in it that would normally go unseen by us just because we're searching too broadly. Okay, next we can do broad matches with wildcards. So instead of writing rock and roll like that, what we can do is we can say rock space asterisk roll. So this allows you to specifically include more about the rock and roll band, but you didn't care whether it was spelled rock and roll with the N or with an and or with the ampersand. So you can use the asterisk here to fill in for that, so it gives you a broader result. Okay, let's say you wanted to find terms that were near each other. So let's say Tesla around 3 Edison. Okay, and what's this going to do is maybe you want to find results where Tesla and Edison not only appear in the document, but are fairly close to each other. The around X or around 3 operator tells Google to only return results where the two words are within 3 words of each other. So this is a very highly specific search, but one that you might find interesting to test around with. Okay, let's look at doing a near exact match phrase. This is where you're going to be using parentheses, Nikola Tesla around, like we did before, within 2 words, and then Thomas Alva Edison. So this is, if you really need references to include full names, you can combine the around X, around 2 with exact match phrase in quotes. So you're connecting this Nikola Tesla with Thomas Alva Edison, where they are within 2 words of each other, and that's where these results are going to come out. Now, of course, you might be thinking these are very technical searches, and yes, they are, but there might be situations where we're going to need to use these operatives, or they would be very helpful. Okay, let's get into something that's going to be a little more practical, where we can find content on specific sites. So let's get rid of that, and let's say we want to do Nikola Tesla site on pbs.org. Okay, so what this is doing is we're searching out Nikola Tesla only on the website pbs.org, and so that's going to return only results from that website. And we can take this to the next level. We can broaden this out a little bit. So instead of saying pbs.org, we could say edu. Now edu.gov, these are referred to as top-level domains. So this is going to search every edu site for the phrase Nikola Tesla. So it will only return this, like if you're wanting to do academic searches only, this will parse out everything else. So this is a really powerful way to search. Let's say you wanted to search on multiple TLDs or top level domains. What you would do is you bring in parentheses, you do site, do gov or site edu. So this is only going to return results from sites that end in gov or edu for Nikola Tesla. So again, it's just extremely powerful ways to search Google that most of us probably are not utilizing. Okay, let's get into something that is even more practical when it comes to our daily lives. Let's say we're going to search airfare. So let's just search for discount airfare. This is a very broad search. Okay, and that's going to obviously bring a lot of different results with those search terms discount and airfare. Now let's use our exact match feature. Just put quotes around it. And this is going to tell Google to not only use the full phrase, but it blocks Google from returning any kind of broad match, including synonyms for discount airfare. So anything that would be remotely related to discount airfare as far as a synonym, it will not match. Let's say we wanted to only match that, have an exact match on airfare. That's going to bring us into, let's say we didn't want to emphasize the discount, but the airfare. So we're looking only for discounts on airfare. And so that will return these more targeted results. So let's say we wanted to search out something that's only in the body text of a web page. So we'll use the example here. The term that we want to use is in text, or that's the command, in text, and then a colon, no space. We're going to do Orbi versus Eero versus Google Wi-Fi and parentheses. Okay, this forces Google to find the text in the body of the document. Now all of the top results clearly have an exact match in the content itself. So it's not anything that's just in the title, it's in the content on the page. Okay, let's say we want to find a set of keywords in the text as opposed to searching only in the text. So what if you wanted to find a set of words, but they don't need to be in an exact match phrase? So you could use a separate in-text operator for each word, or you could use all in text so that you can just list a bunch of terms right after it that you want it to search in the text on the page. So do Orbi, Eero, Google Wi-Fi. Okay, so all of the results have the target keywords in the body text in some combination or order. So that's going to return that result. Okay, so we've gone over a lot of different operatives when it comes to searching out content on Google. Now we're going to get to the fun stuff. So hang in there. I'm going to show you a few Easter eggs, and in my other series on Google search operatives, I'm going to show you even more of these Easter eggs. So I'm just going to give you kind of a taste of what's out there. Now, probably one of the coolest operatives, one of the coolest Easter eggs, I should say, that I've seen on Google is if you search Thanos from the Avengers, you're going to get this, and you think, yeah, great. It talks about the movie, gives me a Wikipedia link. Yeah, big deal. Well, if you remember from the movie, Thanos, the power that was given to him was because of this glove and all the jewels that were in it. Now notice that this glove is hyperlinked. So we're going to click on this, and you're going to see something amazing happen. And the screen is going to scroll up and down, but I have nothing to do with that. This is actually all controlled by Google. So let's test this out. Now notice there that the search results actually decrease. So the developers went the extra mile to actually not only show how Thanos caused all of those results to disappear, they actually adjusted it in the top level count. Okay, so we're thinking, oh no, all these things are missing on the search page now. You see all these blank areas. But as we know from the film, when you snap your fingers on the glove again, the magic of the return happens. So let me show you that. And everything magically comes back. Notice that the numbers up there go back up to the results. I find this to be one of the coolest Easter eggs in Google. All right, let's try another one. This one is called Zerg Rush. Okay, now early on, I think this started right away when you put in the results, but you do need to click the top link and watch what happens. You'll see the O's from Google come down, just like the Zerg Rush game. And the point is to try to click on them 3 times before they... Oh, I didn't get it. But you have to click on these 3 times in order to keep them from destroying the content down here on your page. And the little bar above it indicates how many lives this thing has. Let me get that one. Oh, it got all the content before I could get to it. But a fun little game that you can play with the O's of Google. I'll show you another. Okay, let's look at another one that's really interesting. It's called Askew. You notice that everything here, the page is tilted. And so it's just a cool little trick from Google. Okay, another one is Blink HTML. And you notice everything that has the HTML, the Blink HTML on the page is blinking. Very cool how Google did that. Okay, let's look at another one. This takes us back in time, Google in 1998. And the results will come back in the 1998 circa of Google. And you see this very old school layout. You can still do search here, but it just returns it in this old school way. Now, marquee HTML is another one. You'll notice up here the results is a marquee now as it returns those results on the page. So there's a look at some Easter eggs in Google that you can do that are very cool. There's several more that I'll feature in a future video, but those are ones that you can try out and see how they work in your search. And of course, all the operatives that we went over. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, The Handy Hudsonite, and hit that notification bell so that you can get content as it goes up on my channel. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.